My sister moved into my apartment for a week. She was still there 4 months later. Part 2. Natalie came out of my bedroom looking relaxed, like someone who had no idea what was coming. I placed my phone on the table with the bank statements pulled up. I told her to look at them. She looked. Then she said she had meant to tell me about those. She said things had been tight and she had needed a few things and she had planned to pay me back. I asked when she had planned to tell me. She said soon. I asked what soon meant. She said why was I making such a big deal out of everything? I told her 460 euros was not everything. I told her using someone's card without asking was not borrowing. I told her I needed her to pay me back and I needed her to give me a date. She said I was being cold. She said she was going through the hardest time of her life and she had expected more support from me. She said she was family and that family did not talk to each other like this. I asked her if family used each other's credit cards without asking. She stood up and went back into my bedroom, and closed the door. I called my mom that evening. I explained everything calmly, the 4 months, the credit card, the bathroom, the friends in my living room. My mom went quiet for a moment, then she said I needed to be patient because Natalie was struggling. She said I had always been the stronger one and that meant I had a responsibility to hold space for my sister. I asked her if holding space meant funding her spa days on my credit card. My mom said I was being dramatic. I hung up. That night I made a decision. I was not going to argue. I was not going to beg her to leave. I was not going to have another circular conversation that ended with me being called cold or dramatic or unsupportive. I gave her 2 weeks notice in writing. A simple message, clear and specific. I told her I needed my apartment back by the 14th and that I was happy to help her find somewhere to go. She read it immediately. Sent back one word. Wow. Then she called my mom. Then my mom called me. Then my aunt called me. Within 2 hours I had 4 family members telling me I was being cruel to my sister during the hardest period of her life. I let every call go to voicemail. Then I sent the same message to each of them. I told them I loved Natalie. I told them she was welcome to stay with any of them for as long as she needed. I told them my apartment was not available. Nobody offered to take her in. The 14th arrived. Natalie was still there. She had not packed a single thing. I had spent the previous week quietly preparing. I had spoken to a locksmith. I had checked my tenancy agreement. I had documented every unauthorized transaction with screenshots and dates. That morning I sat down with her one final time. I told her I had arranged a locksmith for 5 o'clock. I told her I needed her to be gone before then. I told her I had already transferred her belongings from my bedroom back to the living room so she could pack easily. She stared at me. Then she said I had changed. She said I used to be kind. She said she did not recognize me anymore. I told her I recognized myself perfectly. Then I went to work. When I came home at 6 o'clock the apartment was empty, new locks on the door, her key on the kitchen counter, no note. I stood in my bedroom for a long time, my bed, my shelves, my shower curtain replaced with the one she had bought. I took it down that evening and ordered the old one back. Natalie stayed with a friend for 6 weeks, then she moved in with a new boyfriend. Last I heard things were going well. I genuinely hope they are. She transferred me 200 euros 3 months later with no message. I sent back a message saying thank you and that I was still waiting for the other 260. She left it on read. I took it to small claims. She paid the full remaining amount the day before the hearing. My mom and I did not speak properly for 2 months. We are better now. She has never directly apologized, but she did come over for dinner last month and spend the whole evening telling me how proud she was of everything I had built. I think that was her way. I accepted it. My apartment is quiet again. Every shelf exactly where I put it. Every product in its place. My shower curtain back where it belongs. I used to feel guilty about how it ended. I do not anymore. Was I wrong for giving her a deadline? Or did my family show me exactly how little they valued my boundaries the moment it became inconvenient for them?